welcome back to my channel, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me as we are here to do a really quick update for November. We're basically going to be talking about October reading. I am not showing you my reading journal just yet, but we're going to be talking about October reading, and we need to set up my November calendar and my November monthly reflection page. I've been trying to like really go back and forth about what stickers that I want to use. I definitely know that I want to use some stickers from small businesses, so I have a few stickers from Create with Mandy, and I will try to include links in my description for all of these. So we have Create with Mandy. I've just kind of grabbed like some little journaling and these book stars. My goodness, I can't pick it up. These book stars right here. We did just have like some little functional stickers from her. And then I have these little functional stickers as well that I kind of figured would go really good with that. I have some reading themed stickers from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, so I'm going to be using those. I have these read stickers from XO, Alicia Michelle, and then also these funky book shapes. I grabbed Halloween theme stickers when I'm doing November. So those ones we're obviously not going to be using, but I did grab my collection of the Dewey the Bookworm. So we're going to be using the little physical books, and we're going to be using the little Kindle books. And because I'm on this major audiobook reading kick right now, we're also going to be including the audios. And she also has, I think I'm going to use these as well, because I think these would be really fun to put my goal in. And that may be it. I think so. These are basically like similar stickers, except they are bigger. Let's use the bigger one of this. Let's do that. All right, and then to go along with that, what if we choose some stickers from Whimsy Luxe, because she has both functional and decorative. And just kind of thinking off the top of my head, like I feel like a lot of these colors would work really well for it. And I'm trying to just kind of really quickly see what we have in terms of decorative. We may just, like little socks and a cup of coffee. Like I think that would be really fun to pair with this. So yeah, we'll kind of throw in some stickers from A Year of Planning. I don't, unless she has some reading themed stickers in A Year of Planning 2, I don't think that we're going to be using A Year of Planning 2. But I'm going to do a super quick, those are cute, super quick flip. She does have a couple, but I kind of want to hoard those. I want to save them for a future spread. Okay, we're not going to use A Year of Planning 2. We're going to stick with just A Year of Planning 1. All right, so I'm excited about this. Also, if you are a new viewer, welcome to my channel, and my returning viewers, welcome back. I really hope that you guys enjoy what I'm going to be creating today, and I'm really trying to kind of get myself in a position where I can do more book videos, more reading videos, because this has become like a huge part of my life right now. It's definitely become one of the hobbies that has exploded. And it's just something that I want to share with you. So in terms of October reading, I finished book number 18 today. Book number 18 for October. What? But that is also, I did 12 audiobooks. 12 audiobooks. 5 Kindle, and then 1 physical book. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go off topic, but what I'm going to do for my monthly is I'm going to take kind of some of like the decorative. We're just going to decorate along here. I like to decorate the empty boxes because I like leaving all of the monthly boxes open to be able to write in when I start a book and when I finish. So I'm just going to kind of decorate these while I talk, and then we will move on to the reflection page. So I mentioned that I just finished book number 18, which was an audiobook. The audiobooks tend to be my most active reading during the month because obviously I can be able to usually listen to audiobooks while I'm working. I can be able to listen to audiobooks while I am doing chores. They're so flexible with what you do. So that is heavily one of my most utilized forms of reading. My second form of reading is definitely going to be Kindle books. I have definitely learned that I heavily prefer Kindle books to physical books. However, I am trying to read a lot more physical books, mainly just because of the fact that I have bought a few here and there, especially if it's one that it's like I didn't want to wait for my library to get it in. And usually I get all of my books from the library through Libby. So it's all electronic, either usually audiobook or Kindle. And there has been a few books that it's like, you know what, I want to just go ahead and purchase. So I bought them and now I need to read them. So I am definitely trying to read a lot more physical books. And the physical book that I read for October was The Dead Romantics. This is considered like a romantic fiction. However, to me, it was definitely more heavy on the fiction compared to the romance, but it was such a phenomenal book. This was one that I was like desperate to get to the end because I'm like, I want it to end a certain way, and I would have been so upset if it didn't end that way, and I was so happy with the ending. But this is one that I'm also going to be creating a Bookstagram page as well. So my little Bookstagram notebook, this is something that's completely separate from my reading journals, but basically I'm making little Bookstagram pages with either advanced reading copies of books or books that I'm reading and I just absolutely adore. So I have 2 pages for books that I need to go ahead and write in my review, which my reviews are all on Goodreads and NetGalley for the ARCs. And I need to plan on creating a page for The Dead Romantics. And I think the other one that I wanted to create a page for, which I need to actually go look at October because, not Holiday Romance. Holiday Romance has already been created. Wild is the Witch. That is an audiobook that I listened to, and I just absolutely devoured the audiobook. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought the story was phenomenal. So I've got those that I want to create in here. And I will definitely record that for a YouTube video. But yeah, Dead Romantics, highly recommend this book. Whether you are a fan of rom-coms or you're a fan of just romantic fiction or just fiction in general, this one, phenomenal. And I also felt really good about the fact that I managed to get another physical book read, because that means that I can remove that from my shelf. And I am not a person who likes to hoard books. Okay, I already hoard stationery. I already hoard yarn and fiber. I don't need to hoard another thing, which is one reason why I do stick with the Kindle books. So what I'm trying to do is whenever I do read a physical book, I will either send it to a friend or I'm going to be taking it to half price bookstore and getting credit for it. So then that way I can be able to use that credit for more books to buy. Because why not? Oh, how fun would it be? I don't need a habit tracker. I don't need a habit tracker. I'm like, oh, I could do a habit tracker in here. No. Jessica says no on the habit tracker because I already track my reading. And yeah, I'm just kind of doing like some little fun decorations along here because why not? Let's also look and see. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this because I'm expecting to have at least one book that I'm going to be starting November with that is going to basically roll over from October. So I think I'm going to put that in there. And yeah, I'm just doing these other little decorations because I think that they're just adorable. They're so cute. I also am going to move this up here. That's going to be where I put my goal for the month. And I also wish that I had just like a regular cup to go with that, but that's okay. We're going to do this one. I think what I'm going to do, and this is probably going to be something that I do maybe during the month or just do it separately, but I think I'm going to color in these books, and I'm going to plan on using my Tombow markers because I think that that would be really fun to just kind of color them in. I did that before using watercolors, and while I loved the finished look, this is not the right paper to use watercolors with, so yeah, I'm not doing that again. All right, I'm going to leave it just like that. Super simple decorations. Actually, we're going to throw him in as well because the colors match and he's just super cute. So we're done with the monthly because now I have plenty of room to write in when I start a book and when I finish a book. And now we move on to the monthly reflection page. I had to think about that for a second. So the monthly reflection page is basically what I use to write down my goals. I write down what my goal is and what I actually finish. I can be able to write down notes. So if there's any bingos that I am participating in, book club, just kind of like author Zoom meet and greet sort of thing. Really, really love it for that. This is why I love the daily pages because they're so functional for so many uses. Okay, I'm going to start out with a couple of these little book stars, and I just kind of realized that I'm like, oh, wait, some of these are upside down. So I'm just going to put a few of these around. This is a really good way to use up stickers as well. So for October, let's talk about November. What month is it? We're going to talk about November. I have my to be read list planned out for November. I have to find my paper, but I have planned to read 3 physical books this month. I also have my to be read list. This is basically my goal for the books that I want to read. So I have 3 books that I have already started. 2 of them are advanced reader copies. So the book Tricked in October and Carry Me Through Christmas. So these are 2 that I absolutely have to finish and I have to write a review for. So these will also be ones that I put in my Bookstagram. I'm a little Tricked in October. I'm not loving the book so far, and I'm hoping that it gets better. So I'm a little iffy about putting that in my Bookstagram because I want this to be like the books that I absolutely adore and the books that I would recommend, but it's not always going to work out like that. And then Meet Cute Diary is a physical book that I've literally been reading since July. I put it down and I haven't picked it back up yet, but I want to finish it. I'm a little more than halfway through, so definitely want to read this one. And then Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Center. This is one that is on my to be read list for the beginning of the month because I'm actually going to be joining a Zoom with the author. So obviously I want to read the book before we do that. And then I want to read Abby Jimenez's Part of Your World. Let's just take this little sticker off. Okay, it's not coming off. All right, I'll take that off later. I want to read this one, but before I read this one, there's one more book in the beginning because this is part of like a 4-book series. And now that I think about it, I might be taking this one off of the list because there's 2 books before this one that I need to read first. So I would like to read this one, but I think I need to add it to my to be read list. But yeah, so these are the 3 physical books that I want to read. This one is going to have to be a definite. This is the second one that I really just want to finish, and this one, either I'm going to have to add 2 more books to the list, or I'm going to have to take this one away and have it for another month. But we'll see. But goal is to get these ones off of my shelf. And yeah, so I mentioned Tricked in October. I mentioned Carry Me Through Christmas. The Man I Never Met and The Key to My Heart are also advanced reader copies. The Man I Never Met actually publishes in November, so that's one of the ones that I really want to make sure I read before it publishes. And then The Key to My Heart publishes, I think, in December. So it's either December or January. So goal is to make sure I read this one as well. And then, yeah, Happiness for Beginners and Part of Your World are physical that I want to read. The Acts of Life is an audiobook that I actually won. So I would like to listen to that. I'm really excited about that one. And then Mr. Perfect on Paper is one that I just borrowed from Libby through my library. It's a rom-com that I've been wanting to read, so that's on my list as well. This list is definitely not everything that I'm going to read or listen to in October. We'll see what I manage, or November. We'll see what I actually manage to get through. All right, back to this. I'm going to just continue to decorate with these pretty stickers. Like I said, I'm really trying to number one, I'm really trying to use up a bunch of stickers that I have because I love emptying out sticker sheets. Truly do. So that's one of the goals, which I've already managed 3, so that's nice. I said I wanted to use this, and then we're going to use this as well. Because when I have my monthly reflection pages, I tend to use these 3 lines for the top books of the month. So these are my absolute favorites. So it kind of depends on how many that I have. If I have enough for 3, then I'll do 3. If I only have 2, I'll only do 2. Obviously, if I don't have enough for 2 or 3, then, well, that's just, oh well, then I guess I'm not going to get 2 or 3. But it's just kind of like whatever I happen to have. All right, this page, we need some boxes. And I wanted to use some from this. So I think I was leaning towards some of these colors. Really hoping, whoops, I want to kind of pair it with some more of that blue. So we're going to take this one and I'm going to take, there was a gray sticker. So I'm kind of thinking that this is what I'm going to use in terms of kind of where I update with what I actually finished. And that is where the JojoApplePrint stickers come in. So we have these little physical books. Let's do a pink. So I can put in the number of physical books that I read and the number of audiobooks and then Kindle. I'm also going to do a pink audiobook, so I wanted to have that gray Kindle in between. That is super stinking cute. And then to go along with that, I kind of actually like the idea of using this. Let's just kind of basically put it like right here. And we are going to call this my happy list, because anything to do with reading is definitely a happy list to me. I was wanting to use this. I really want to put in, I'm going to use this monthly habit tracker for my reading. So we will go ahead and I'm just going to check off each day that I read. This may align with the calendar. I'll have to actually see and see how I can make that work. But we'll see. Okay, back to this. Trying to kind of decide what other color boxes do I want to bring in. Like, do I want just like a black box maybe? If I was just to put like a black box right here, and then this will be my spot to kind of write in about the Zoom that is going to be going on, which I need to check my planner for the date for that. And I also remember that there were some decorative stickers that I thought would be really cute to pair with this. I think we're going to stick with the candle and the coffee because obviously whenever I read, I tend to have a drink with me, whether it's coffee, water, whatever. But I also feel like that the candle kind of fits in really well because it's like setting that really relaxed and calm mood. And then we're also going to throw in these little socks as well. I think that that's super cute. Okay, so we have a place for goals. I have a place for my Zoom, and just anything I need to keep in mind during the week, during the month. I think this turned out super cute. And then lastly, the Date It, where I'm going to use a monthly sticker to just date up for the month. This one, here we go. Here is a November. And this is the Date It from Mojo Jojo Plans, which I'm going to have to kind of bring it down just a little bit because apparently this is too big for that space. At least that sticker pulled up really nicely. That's what's important. All right, that will have to do. And then scissors, scissor me. There we go. We are done. I love the vibes of this page. I'm just going to do it really quick. Yeah, I think that's it. So close to using up some of my half sticker sheets. Okay, let's go ahead and put November back into my reading journal. I'm trying to keep like October kind of secretive until it's officially completely updated. And then I will share more about everything that I read in October in my reading journal video that I do. So we have the monthly, and like, let me clean stuff out of the way. We have my monthly, which is just very simple decoration in all of the spaces that I'm not going to be writing in. And then my monthly reflection. I think both of these turned out super cute. I will try to link in the description all of the small businesses that I use for stickers, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. Yeah, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you like these pages, and let me know if I kind of talked enough about reading. I was trying to kind of balance like my reading talk with trying to plan at the same time, and I would love to know your thoughts. But yes, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. Drop me a comment. Let me know, did you do any reading in October? And if so, what was your favorite book? And do you have any books that you would love to read in November? Thank you guys so much. I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.